You know, Amelia, I was reading an article online yesterday, and honestly, I felt a little bit dizzy.
Dizzy? Why? Was the screen moving?
No, it was the writing. Every sentence had a mistake. Grammar, spelling, punctuation. It was like a minefield. I couldn't focus on the message because the mistakes were shouting at me.
Oh, I know exactly that feeling. It's like walking down a beautiful street but tripping over a rock every 2 seconds. You just want to enjoy the view, but you can't because you're busy watching your feet.
Exactly, and it made me think about our students. Everyone makes these mistakes, right? Even native speakers do sometimes. But knowing the difference between a tiny slip-up and a confusing error is what takes you to the next level.
That is so true, and today we are going to talk about exactly that. We are going to look at the most common writing mistakes people make in English, and more importantly, how we can fix them. Welcome back to Learning English Studio, everyone. I'm Amelia, and as always, I'm sitting here with the wonderful James. How are you doing today, James?
I'm doing great, Amelia. Feeling energized and ready to tackle some grammar demons.
Grammar demons. I like that. Well, there is no better time than the present to banish them. Before we dive into our list of mistakes, I just want to give a warm welcome to all our listeners. Whether you are listening on your way to work, while you're cooking dinner, or maybe while you're walking your dog, we are so happy you're here.
Yes, thank you for hanging out with us. And hey, if you haven't yet, please hit that subscribe button and tap the like icon. It really helps us keep the lights on and brings these lessons to you for free.
Absolutely. And if you find this helpful, share it with a friend. Learning is always better when you do it with others. Okay, James, are you ready to tackle mistake number 1?
I am ready. Let's start with the big one, the one that confuses almost everyone at some point.
Okay, let's talk about subject-verb agreement.
Ah, yes, the classic. He do, she do, I do.
Yes, the S problem. We actually talked about this a little bit in our last episode about simple sentences, but it is worth repeating because it is the number one mistake I see.
So for our listeners who might be new, what is the rule? Why does the verb change?
Well, in English, verbs change depending on who is doing the action. If the subject is I, you, we, or they, we use the base form of the verb. For example, I run, they play.
Right, but the trouble starts when we use he, she, or it.
Exactly. Those are the third-person singular subjects, and in the present tense, we have to add that little s to the verb. He runs, she plays, it eats.
It seems so simple on paper, but when you're speaking fast or writing a long email, it's so easy to forget.
It is, and often the problem gets worse when the subject is complex. Like if you say, the list of items on the table are. Is that correct?
The list are? No, that feels wrong. The list is.
Yes, because the subject is list, which is singular. The phrase of items on the table is just extra decoration. It doesn't change the fact that the subject is singular, so it should be the list of items on the table is long.
Ah, that is a great trap. The distraction words. So the tip for our listeners is to find the real subject. Ignore the fluff.
Yes, find the noun doing the action. Is it one thing or many things? One thing usually gets an S on the verb. Many things do not.
Let's try a quick practice. I'll give you a sentence and you tell me if it's right or wrong.
Okay, shoot.
The box of chocolates are empty.
Wrong. It should be the box is empty because the box is empty, even if there were many chocolates inside before.
Nice. Okay, one more. My friends who live in Paris is visiting me.
Ooh, tricky. Friends is plural, so it should be my friends are visiting me. The who live in Paris part is just extra info.
Exactly. You're a pro at this, Amelia.
Practice makes perfect. So that's mistake number 1. Watch your subject-verb agreement. Don't drop the S when you need it, and don't add it when you don't.
Okay, moving on to mistake number 2. This one is about the past tense.
Oh, irregular verbs, the nightmare of English students.
Yes, English has a lot of irregular verbs in the past tense. For most verbs, you just add ed. Walk, walked. Cook, cooked. Easy.
But then you have the rebels. Go, went. Eat, ate. Buy, bought. See, saw.
The mistake happens when students try to force the ed rule onto these special verbs, like saying I goed to the store or I eated lunch.
Oh, that sounds like a baby talking. No offense to babies.
Yes, babies are cute, but if you're writing a professional email, you don't want to sound like a toddler.
Right. So how do we fix this? Do we just have to memorize a huge list?
Unfortunately, yes. There is no magic trick for irregular verbs. You have to see them, hear them, and use them many times until they stick.
I think the best way is to learn them in groups or chunks. Maybe learn 5 verbs a day, write them down, put them on sticky notes on your bathroom mirror.
That's a great idea. Immerse yourself, and when you're reading a book or watching a movie with subtitles, pay attention to the past tense verbs, make a mental note or a physical note in a notebook.
And reading helps you see the correct spelling because sometimes the pronunciation is tricky too. Like but, you don't pronounce the GH or caught.
So, mistake number 2 is irregular verbs. Don't be lazy. Do the work and memorize them.
Okay, let's go to mistake number 3. This one is very common for speakers whose first language doesn't use articles, like Russian or Japanese, for example.
Ah, the articles. A, an, and the tiny words that cause big headaches.
Yes, using the when you should use a, or forgetting the article entirely, saying I like dog instead of I like dogs or I like the dog.
It can be very subtle because sometimes it doesn't stop communication. People understand what you mean, but it makes your English sound broken or incomplete.
Exactly. So what's the golden rule for articles, James? How can we simplify this?
Well, the is specific. We are talking about a specific thing that both the speaker and the listener know. For example, close the door. Which door? The door to the room we're in. We know which one.
Right, but a or an is general. It's one of many. I saw a bird, just a bird, any bird. We don't know which one, and it probably doesn't matter.
And an is just for words that start with a vowel sound. An apple, an egg, an hour.
A common mistake there is using an before a word like university, because university starts with a vowel letter, U, but it sounds like university, so it takes a.
Ah, yes, it's about the sound, not the spelling. An hour, because hour is silent, but a house, because you hear the H. So the fix is to stop and think before you choose the article. Are we talking about something specific? Use the. Is it one of many, or the first time you mention it, use a or an?
And if it is a plural, general thing like I love apples, you don't need an article. Just 0 article.
Good point. Okay, that is articles. Mistake number 3. Let's move on to mistake number 4. This one is punctuation.
The run-on sentence.
Oh yes, the non-stop sentence.
This is when you take 2 complete sentences and smash them together with just a comma, or no punctuation at all. It's like crashing 2 cars together.
For example, I like coffee, my brother likes tea.
Yes, that hurts my ears. I like coffee is a full sentence. My brother likes tea is a full sentence. You cannot just join them with a comma.
So how do we fix it?
You have 3 choices. Number 1, use a period. I like coffee. My brother likes tea. Simple, clean, professional.
Number 2, use a semicolon if you're feeling fancy. I like coffee, semicolon, my brother likes tea. That connects them closely.
Or number 3, use a conjunction like and, but, or so. I like coffee, but my brother likes tea.
Those are the 3 lifesavers: period, semicolon, or conjunction.
And please do not use a comma alone. That is called a comma splice. It is a grammar crime.
Grammar police coming for you.
So if you want your writing to look good, break those long, rambling thoughts into smaller, manageable sentences. Your reader will thank you.
Short sentences are powerful. They're punchy.
Exactly. Okay, we've covered subject-verb agreement, irregular verbs, articles, and run-on sentences. That is 4 already.
We are on a roll. Let's do number 5. This one is about word choice, a very, very common mistake.
Are you thinking about make and do?
I am. the classic enemies, do and make.
In many languages, there's just one word for these two actions, but in English, we separate them, and students often mix them up, like saying, I did a mistake, or let's make a party.
Ouch, did a mistake is painful.
So let's clear it up. Generally, we use do for actions, tasks, and jobs, things that you have to do, like do homework, do the dishes, do your best.
And make is for creating, building, or producing something that didn't exist before, like make a cake, make a friend, make a mistake. You create the mistake. It wasn't there before. That is a funny way to put it. We create our own mistakes.
Right? So make a party is actually kind of correct if you are organizing it, creating it, but usually we say have a party or throw a party. Do a party is definitely wrong.
What about expressions? Because English is full of fixed expressions.
Oh yes, this is where memorization is key. You have to learn the collocations. For example, make money, not do money. Do business, not make business.
Do exercise, but make progress.
Exactly. You can't always guess. You just have to hear them often enough.
So the fix is to pay attention to these fixed phrases. Keep a notebook specifically for do versus make. Write down new phrases you hear.
That is great advice. A vocabulary notebook is essential for any student.
Okay, what is mistake number 7, Amelia? We have a few more to go.
Let's talk about prepositions.
Prepositions.
I know, prepositions are the devil. In, on, at, by, for, from. There are so many, and the rules are often illogical.
On Monday, but in the morning. Why?
I don't know, it just is. English is a weird language sometimes.
The logical mistake is logical, though. Students try to translate directly from their own language. In my language, we say in Monday, so I want to say in Monday in English.
But in English, days of the week take on Monday, on Tuesday.
And we say at night, but in the evening.
So how can we help our listeners fix this, since there are no clear rules for everything?
I think the best way is to learn words in chunks or groups. Don't just learn the word Monday, learn the phrase on Monday. Don't just learn home, learn the phrase at home.
Context is key. If you learn the word with its preposition buddy, you'll make fewer mistakes.
And read. Reading exposes you to thousands of correct examples. Eventually, your ear will tell you what sounds right. In Monday will start to sound weird to you.
Yes, intuition is very powerful in language learning.
So mistake number 6 is prepositions. Learn them in chunks, not in isolation.
Okay, let's move on to mistake number 7. This is a writing mechanics issue that is actually quite easy to fix once you know it.
Is it capitalization?
It is, forgetting to capitalize I.
Oh yes. I went to the store.
It looks so small, but it is a glaring error. In English, the word I must always be capitalized, always, even in the middle of a sentence.
And of course, capitalizing the first letter of a sentence and proper nouns like names of people, cities, countries, and languages.
Right. English is capitalized, London is capitalized, James is capitalized.
But sometimes people get lazy capitalization, especially with the internet. Writing in all lowercase is a style choice for texting, but it's bad writing for anything formal.
Absolutely. If you are writing an email to your boss or a homework assignment, you must follow the rules of capitalization. It shows respect and attention to detail.
It's the first thing a teacher sees on a paper. If you don't capitalize I, the teacher might think you don't care about your work.
So, double check your work. Make sure every I is a big I.
Okay, mistake number 8. This one is a bit sneaky. It's about confusing words that sound the same but have different meanings and spellings.
Homophones, like there, and there.
The big 3. We mentioned this in a previous episode, but it is definitely a top mistake.
Also, your and your, to, and to.
These are spelling mistakes, but they can change the entire meaning of a sentence.
Let's clarify them quickly. There is about a place. Put the book over there. There is possession. It is their house. There is they are. They're happy.
And your is possession. Your pen. Your is you are. You're nice.
The fix for this is proofreading. You have to read your writing carefully and maybe use a spell checker, but be careful because spell checkers don't catch everything. For example, if you write, "You're great," the computer might not catch it because "your" is a real word. It's just the wrong word.
That is why you need a human eye, or you need to read your writing out loud. Often when you speak, you will say "you are," and you will hear that it should be "your."
Yes, reading out loud is the secret weapon of good writers. It helps you catch rhythm errors and wrong word choices.
So, mistake number 8 is homophones. Slow down and check your spelling in context.
Okay, we are cruising through this list. Do you have a favorite mistake, James? That sounds like a strange question.
I think my favorite to correct is the double negative.
Oh, yes, the double negative. I don't know nothing.
Right. In some languages, like Spanish or French, using a double negative is grammatically correct and actually emphasizes the negative. No tengo nada. Je ne sais pas.
But in English, two negatives make a positive. If you say, "I don't know nothing," technically, logic suggests you do know something.
It sounds confusing to native speakers. We just say, "I don't know anything."
Or, "I know nothing." Simple.
So, if you want to be negative in English, just do it once. Use not, or use no, or use nothing. Don't stack them.
I didn't see anybody. Correct. I didn't see nobody. Incorrect.
Exactly. So that is mistake number 9, double negatives.
We are almost at number 10. Can you believe it?
I can. Time flies when you're having fun with grammar.
Okay, number 10. This is less about grammar rules and more about clarity. It is using overly complex words when simple words would work better.
Ah, the thesaurus syndrome.
Yes, students think that to sound smart, they need to use big academic words. So instead of saying use, they write utilize. Instead of help, they write facilitate.
Or even worse, they use a word incorrectly because they don't know the nuance of it.
Right. The best writing is clear and concise. You don't want the reader to have to run to a dictionary to understand your sentence. You want them to glide through it.
George Orwell, the famous writer, had a rule: never use a long word where a short one will do.
That is brilliant advice. So if you're choosing between do and accomplish, and do fits the meaning, just use do.
It doesn't make you look simple, it makes you look clear.
So mistake number 10 is trying too hard to be fancy. Keep it simple.
Wow, Amelia, we just covered 10 major writing mistakes. That is a lot of information.
It is, but don't worry everyone, you don't have to fix all of these overnight. Language learning is a journey. Pick 1 or 2 to focus on this week and work on those.
That is great advice. If you try to fix everything at once, you'll get overwhelmed. Just pick one.
For example, this week, focus on subject-verb agreement. Just watch your S endings. Next week, focus on your prepositions.
Little by little, step by step.
Exactly.
Shall we do a quick recap of the 10 mistakes before we move to our listener interaction segment?
Yes, let's recap. Number 1, subject-verb agreement. Watch that S.
Number 2, irregular verbs. Memorize the past tense forms.
Number 3, articles. A, an, or the, or no article.
Number 4, run-on sentences. Don't smash sentences together. Use a period or a conjunction.
Number 5, do versus make. Learn the expressions.
Number 6, prepositions. Learn words in chunks.
Number 7, capitalization. Capitalize I and proper nouns.
Number 8, homophones. There. Check your spelling.
Number 9, double negatives. One negative is enough.
And number 10, overly complex words. Keep it simple.
Perfect. That is a great checklist. You can even pause the podcast right now and write these down.
I highly recommend that. Writing them down helps you remember them better than just listening.
Okay, now it is time for my favorite part of the episode where we get to hear from you guys.
Yes, we love this part. We want to engage with you. We want to know what you're thinking.
Today, we have a fun little challenge for you. It's a Find the Mistake challenge.
Ooh, exciting.
I'm going to read a short sentence, a wrong sentence, and I want you to listen, find the mistake, and rewrite it correctly in the comments below.
Let's do it. I'm ready to judge. Just kidding. I'm not judging. I'm supporting.
Okay, here is the sentence. Listen carefully. She go to school every day.
Ooh, simple one.
What is the mistake and how do we fix it? Write your answer in the comments. And don't just write the correct sentence. Tell us why it is the correction, like because it's third person singular. Show us you know the rule.
And we also have a fun this or that question for you today, since we are talking about writing mistakes.
Yes, here is the question. Do you prefer writing by hand on paper or typing on a computer?
Option A, handwriting. It feels classic and creative. Option B, typing. It's faster and easier to edit.
Which one are you? I'm personally a B person. I love the delete key. I make so many mistakes when I write by hand and my paper gets so messy.
Really? I prefer handwriting. I feel more connected to my thoughts when I use a pen. Plus, I love nice stationery.
Stationery addict.
Guilty as charged.
Well, let us know what you think. Do you prefer A or B? And don't forget to write that corrected sentence.
And please practice these tips in your daily life. If you send an email to a colleague, check it for run-on sentences. If you write a diary entry, check your past tense verbs.
Treat every piece of writing as a practice session. That's how you improve.
We believe in you. Making mistakes is part of the process. It shows you're trying.
Exactly. As the famous saying goes, the master has failed more times than the beginner has even tried.
That is beautiful. So keep trying, keep failing, and keep fixing.
Thank you so much for joining us on Learning English Studio today. It was a blast chatting with you, James.
It was fun, Amelia. I feel like I learned a few things too.
Me too.
If you enjoyed this episode, please give us a 5-star review on your podcast app. It helps other students find us.
And follow us on social media. We post daily quizzes and vocabulary lists. Check the show notes for the links.
Be sure to tune in next week because we are going to have a very special episode about travel English, how to survive at the airport and the hotel.
Oh, that is going to be so useful. I definitely need that one.
Me too. So, until next time, keep writing, keep practicing, and keep smiling.
Bye-bye. See you in the next one.
Take care, everyone. Bye.